Yeah, there's a hurricane on the way. Was it just a recent update? My whole system got fried. Had to redo everything, so I got another clearing. New boss, or lack of boss, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, September has definitely been a clearing energy. Yeah, it's been raining so much. We need a hurricane. We probably won't get that much rain from this thing too, which is, I guess, it's the next whammy we're going to go through. So, yeah, we're just, I don't know, they're just going to go right by us, but still, they still shut everything down. The economy kind of takes a dump, basically. But other than that, and if you live by the coast, you might get washed out. But that's their decision. That's their thing. So it's going to hit probably nowhere. It'll affect a lot of areas, but unless people live on the water, it'll affect that swamp area. Probably will hit. So, anyways, doing another clearing. There's no end to it. So, where the future holds is still unknown. Oh yeah, the Middle East is kind of out of control right now. At least where they're putting sending troops out there, so that's kind of a big deal. Of course, they're saying World War III, whatever. They're just doing what they got to do there. So yeah. So it goes into the next subject matter. The White Hat's coming to save us. If you think that, you might have a few more 100 incarnations here. If you need to be saved, I don't know, man. You can really stop yourself from moving forward, let's put it that way. Yeah, call your Jesus up, maybe he'll come save you. God, jeez. And unfortunately, I think he would in some cases. That's why he has to get his act together. I think he would, unfortunately. So there's that. So the White Hats, I know that's like the whole the event. You put the event, you put the White Hats out there, and see people are like flies on shit. Going nowhere. It's like going out the window into the abyss. Yeah, enjoy your incarnation here of delusion. The White Hat's here to save you. I don't know what's wrong with. I don't know what's wrong with humanity. I don't know what's up with that. So, but it is. I don't know. Just delusion at its finest. How's that solar flare coming in to get your superpowers? I guess the year isn't over yet, right? Maybe go to delusional, land of Oz or something. Yeah, it's too bad. All right, the energy clearing that's coming through, basically, and interesting. I feel like the vibe will affect the country in some ways. Well, so you're getting a clearing there, and then you have the Middle East energy igniting a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of like preparing you for whatever's to come there. You could say it's used as a distraction and all that for whatever reason. There's a lot of hatred out there, that's for sure. Well, we have decay in the U.S. Not everywhere, but a good part of it. And then you have, I would call that a reset. I think I saw something about the whole transgender situation. That those are the kids that are changing their gender. They don't know what the hell they are. Jeez. Well, it's a little bit of the freezing of the generation. Yeah, it's to some level. And a wake up call for sure. Would you rather the 1970s and bell bottoms or this whole transgender? I think we're at the 1970s. That's crap. But the whole gender thing is definitely the alien energies, but it's just weaponized. Mind control, just another. Well, it's a test people need to go through, obviously. So, definitely a lot of elitist energies out there that are can't figure themselves out. They keep changing genders. I don't know if they do that in the physical, because I don't know, how does that go? How many times can you change your gender in this reality? Not that many times. You never know. Okay, yeah, my whole system was fried today. Jeez. I think I took a shower again. I know what caused it, so anyway, that won't happen again, as far as I know. Alright, so I'm just gonna call it pro sessions. Schedule. I have the shop here. So yeah, the spiritual teachers or whatever they call themselves, spiritual manipulators. Use the word as the white hat here to save you and everything. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine their karma is doing all that great either. Yeah, it's mud. Especially when they're one trick pony, that's all they say is the white hats, the white hats, the white hats. Like, God, give me a freaking break. It's a sad world. Oh well, humanity has to learn somehow. I guess by not learning. So yeah. So people don't realize that's another way. It's another obviously trickster energy. I mean, obviously there are good guys, but you gotta get to rely on yourself if that's okay. Calling in a hero that showed up late because you're too lazy to work on yourself. Figure things out on your own. Not strong enough, or whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, it's too bad. Well, that's why I keep coming back here, so more power to you on that one. Alright, so sorry we're going to the hurricane energies. I don't know where it's at now. Is that like a hurricane? I don't even know if it's a hurricane yet. It's going to be. Yeah, it's like I haven't taken enough hits already. Of course, we're not done yet. And of course, it's headed right in my direction too. Of course, why not? Yeah, there's more to that too, but I'm not gonna go into it. It's like some people are hightailing out here just in the nick of time before they even knew the thing was even out there. It's like how convenient. I'm not sure what it is right now. Yeah, whatever. I feel like looking for it. So, okay, all right, we're going to new frequencies come in, and the Israel energy, or that, I think it's Israel's involved with this whole thing. Connected to the astral realms is to a neutral connection there, and then the white hats coming to save nobody. Yeah. Well. So those that keep talking, like I say, those that keep, like, was it Mr. T? Because that's Trump, right? Because Mr. T is going to save you. The white hats are going to save you. God, man, what's wrong with these people? Yeah, it's coming to reincarnate 30 more times. So maybe in the year 5,000 you might get it right. Maybe 10,000. Maybe never. So it's more like never, but you never know. Get that pinch. Figure things out quicker. So anyway, all right, we'll go. Yeah, I'll just get the astral realms, the neutral connection, and yeah, to go from there. Sorry, plus here we go. Greece uses the astral realms. Yes, neutral. Collective consciousness to. Well, we're not here to bring up your expectations for anything. You decide your future. Yes, it might feel like you're a pinball in a machine to some level, or you're the gameplay of rolling out a pinball or a ball to see where it goes. It's probably the better. You put out your intention, you see where it heads off to. As to the hurricane energy, it's it doesn't mean it's for you. It is clearing out energies of those that are having a real trouble clearing themselves out. It's like stop your problems, focus on this, let go. Obviously many are gonna have anxiety no matter what, but it's like to just put your focus somewhere else. And it's just, yeah, it doesn't mean it's there to cure everything, no. But it is just do a cleansing of frustrations, which is so much of it. A lot of it's manufactured just by the individual. You can call it manipulation, but really it's just the mind just. You'll be surprised. A lot of these storms just clear out the mind. Like the mind just clears it out and just everyone just go to sleep and just take it easy. You can complain tomorrow and worry and all that, but just rest from your issues. It'll all be fine unless you don't want it to be, which many don't feel like they deserve it. It's interesting though, a lot of beings here, or humans here, are like hurricane beings themselves. They're just, but not necessarily in a positive way. They're just all over the place. It's like, yeah, they don't think anything of themselves, and they're just kind of just everywhere they go, they cause trouble, you can say. Of course, they might look the other way. It's like, I didn't do that, but you'd be surprised. But this hurricane frequency just is a cleanse. But it can cause, obviously, floodings and issues, yes. So it's a reset frequency. But for individuals that are here that are troublemakers, they reset the lives of others, but that doesn't, the human tornado doesn't mean it's, it does bring a lot of karma to itself and others. There's chaotic beings here, as you can see. And at some point, you'll see it more clearly and be able. Now, some of you get out of the way before they show up and all that. So, like when a toxic person you know is on its way, like a boss or something, it goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of that way. I'm getting out of here." It's like that's just kind of the same thing with the storm. You're not to say you're running away. You're just leaving conflict. You just don't need to deal with it. Let's put it that way. But yeah, there are individuals here that are narcissistic. They flood the energies of other people, drown them out. Their narcissistic frequencies, it doesn't do them much good really when it comes down to it. It all comes back to them in the long run. But if they're lost, they're going to take everyone else down. So sometimes that's a different type of storm, but it does exist, as some of you realize. And why those beings are here? Well, he's like, this world sees chaos and just sees how society is. Like, it's like throwing candy at a baby, basically. It's like, they'll probably like that. And sure enough, they do. Even if they're running, some will be like, oh, their insecurities will be all inflamed, but others is like, get away from that crap. So, but not everyone's like that, as you can see. The world can be a calmer place, but that's not its nature, at least not right now. It hasn't quite, as you can see, got that out of their system just yet. You see what's happening in Israel. Yeah, we don't want to go into the details of that, but you can imagine it's not the best. It's like it's have it my way or the highway type frequency there. Within those in the higher ups, they don't even care about their own people. That's the other thing. People are not knowing that because they don't care. The ones that are military leaders, they can care less. Now, do they want the karma for what their decisions are going to be making? That's another story. It's like, do we really want to do this? So, yeah, it's like the world's kind of on the edge of madness more than Middle East wise. But yeah, it's like the hand is on the trigger. Yeah, doesn't mean I'll pull it, but right now it's toxic. As for the white hat frequencies, humanity creates these figures. Even Santa Claus is kind of like that. Just creates, someone to save. Now, not everyone does that, but some I mean, some of you just like, is there anything good in this world? On a higher up, we'll just call them that. We need some. Is it? We just hope it's not all failure. And there are some good individuals out there. Obviously, are quiet for obvious reasons. Even the dark ones are all quiet too. They don't want you to know what they're up to either. It's not just in government; it's also in society. Society still has not sobered up. Not really. It has every excuse to be a drug addict and to destroy itself. And it's not quite strong enough to rebuild itself and to, think more of itself. It's working on it. It hasn't quite got there. I mean, not on a countrywide scale. It's still having trouble with that. It's easier to let go and just watch it all just, fly away, basically. Or like a balloon, just goes up into the air and is out of your hands. So that happens. That's hard to. In a spirit realm, that's very difficult to see. Like a person with all this potential and just lets it all fly out of their hands, just like that. Yeah. There's different reasons for it. Some just don't think a whole lot of themselves. Some don't want any success in life. They rather complain about it. It goes on and on. Even you see the music industry. There is a lot of corruption there, but there is a pushback towards that. But not everybody does in the music industry want to deal with it. But there is some pushback. You don't need to take on the world. But what is happening currently? Yes, you're October. Going to be a different type of month, that's for sure. Yeah, that's all we can say. It's September is kind of mild. Yes, changes occurred, but kind of mild compared to what is to come. I'd say it'd be a complete chaotic mess. No, but this is a time of change, and you're all where you need to be for a reason. And just obviously, we can't go into all details. What would that would yeah, but some of you feel there is a change on its way, and this is like predicted a while back, like a couple months ago. It just has not quite showed itself yet. And it doesn't necessarily have to, but somebody else waiting for the events and all these things. So there's the thing, some of those that are corrupt, even they come off as friendly, some of them might be outed in due time. Sometimes they're outed and nobody notices it. Then they have to be outed a couple more times for people to just find it's like, wait a minute. Are they for us or against us? They say they're part of this spiritual awakening, but then again, maybe they're just doing more propaganda.